Welcome to Thorpley, and we are here testing a brand new product that's never been used in England before, and it's a new thing for Korda as well. It's designed by a company called Kiana Carp. It comes from South Africa, and we have affectionately termed it the goo. And it's a range of different liquids that you put on your hook baits, put on your bags and put in your spod mixes to bring instant attraction to the fish. Loutjie, the South African guy that's brought this product over to us, has been using it for no less than 16 years in South Africa, and the South African carp fishing team have won the World Championships 4 times in a row on it. Came to England and beat us on our home turf, and by a considerable margin as well. So we couldn't ignore all of that, and we've put that into our range now. And this is my first go at using it, and this is my first fish on it. We're going to show you how to use it, and I'm sure we'll be showing you loads more Thorpley carp as well. And there he is, first one on the goo. I'm sure it'll be the first of many. This one was on the tooty smoke, which basically creates a big plume of green stuff over the top of the bait with a lovely tooty smell. And that had only been out in the water just a few minutes, and it's still really cold. It's the end of winter, beginning of spring, and these carp are absolutely loving it. Two major differences to the products in the range. There's the power smoke, which gives off a really vibrant, luminous green flare from the bait or the bag. Products like the raspberry plume, which are a red colour, tend to hang around more and don't create as much of a vibrant colour. And the tests have shown that on waters like this, where it's very murky, the power smokes are brilliant for going on the hook bait and on the bag, and in clear water they still work, but the more subtle ones, like the perfect peach and the raspberry plume, seem to be better in those clear water conditions. I've got exactly the same thing on both rods. I've got a piece of our pink plastic, which is a fruity squid plastic corn, just slow sinking on a very short hook link and a lead clip. And my bag mix is my favourite bag mix, which is tuna, a little bit of bloodworm pellet and some bloodworm ground bait. And I'm doing exactly the same thing on both, but on this rod I'm putting the tooty power smoke. On the other rod I'm not. Come on fella. Yes, got him. And there he is, number 2 on the goo. Right, what little secrets have you got on this one then?
Mate, what I've done on here, I've actually taken one of those raspberry plume pop-ups or wafters that you prepared yesterday.
Right, so the ones I squirted the raspberry plume all over some fairly neutral white pop-ups, white slow sinkers.
Yes, and what I've done, I've sort of like just trimmed the top, just to imitate a sighter, and then just put some of the tutti frutti back onto the bag.
Right, so you've cut the top off it, so there's a bit of white exposed on the top. Yeah. Right, very crafty, that's what we say over here. And then the stick mix is made of what?
It's basically a corn stick mix.
Right, okay.
Very neutral with some small pellets.
Right, so it's dried and then ground up sweet corn, is it?
Yes, basically.
Right, okay.
And there's some fish meal pellets with it.
Right.
And then basically all I did, little stick out of it, and with tutti frutti smoke on top of that.
Right, so you combining the raspberry plume on the hook bait with the tutti smoke on the stick itself?
On the stick itself,
right, okay.
yeah.
And do you use combinations a lot?
A lot, yeah. Especially in times like this. This morning it was quite hectic, but then it sort of like died down. And I just thought maybe just try something different with a nice vibrant hook bait. Right. And some cloud in the water, and the rod wasn't in for too long.
So if you're going to use combinations, what are good combinations from the 6 people have got available at the moment?
Definitely the 2 pineapples go together. Now people will automatically ask, but why 2 pineapples? Yeah. It's just because the texture is different. One definitely penetrates much better than the other one. So the Supreme really eats in to the bait, where the smoke tends to sit on top and then create that luminous cloud. Yes, yes. Right. I think the 6 we put out there, the reason why we put them out there is basically you can use them all together. Gotcha. Oh, that's a nice fish. Good man, wow. That's a lovely fish. Thanks, Danny. And there you have it, the main man himself showing us how to use it. Raspberry plume on the hook baits and a little bit of the tutti smoke on the bag. Wicked, mate. Look at that. Yeah, beautiful fish. I'm definitely going to put it straight back. Yeah. See if we can get another one. Right, mate, tell us what this one's on.
This on the Pineapple Supreme, mate.
The Pineapple Supreme?
Yeah.
So just on the bag or in the mix as well?
It was on the bag and on the bait. And just give it a squirt down one side of the bag and the bait as well. Right. And we just roared off. 5 minutes after casting, something like that.
Well, that's a turn up for the books, mate, isn't it? Yeah. 2 on at once.
Yeah. Yours is on the pitch, mine is on the tutti again.
On the tutti again?
Yeah.
Now, obviously we're not feeding here, we're just fishing sticks. And we're only using bits and pieces, really. If you were spodding, would you fish it exactly the same way?
Exactly the same way. Only thing I'll put a squirt of whatever goes onto the bag into the spot as well.
You put a squirt of it into the spod?
Yes.
Right.
Just to get that flash into the water.
Right.
And with the colour goes the flavour.
Right, okay.
And especially on a runs water, you'll pull them in.
Right. So literally just a squirt into each spodful as you put it out?
Yes.
And what about zig rigs? Can you put it onto zig hook baits as well?
You can. We've done it with loads of success in the past.
And of course you can just put them straight on and cast them out. You could, squeeze it straight on, cast. But if you put it on and let it dry out, it lasts longer, does it?
It lasts longer, definitely.
Right. And there we have it. 2 more 20s taken on the goo. There's 6 in the range and it's in your tackle shops right now.